What if a runaway black hole crushed a gas cloud into our sun? This supersonic monster doesn't stick around to watch what it built. It's already gone, permanently abandoning the wreckage behind it. If Earth was forged in that radioactive wreckage, would you even have the chemical ingredients to exist? Could you survive the lethal sky it left behind? This is what would happen if our solar system was born from a runaway black hole. Let's put you right in the middle of it. Here, Earth is completely real. But instead of orbiting our familiar yellow sun, you orbit a furiously hot, incredibly young blue star. That star is one of millions born inside a massive streak of glowing light, stretching 200,000 light-years across the dark. That streak is the wreckage trail of the black hole that built your cosmic neighborhood. Every night, when you walk outside and look up, you don't see our Milky Way. There is no lazy, curved band of ancient stars. Instead, you see exactly one thing: a razor-straight line of blazing blue light cutting a clean path across the sky. Three things make your sky completely different. It's straight, it's aggressively young, and it is exactly one flavor of radioactive blue, start to finish. Trace that glowing line to one end, and you'd find something waiting in the dark. Something that has been leaving for longer than anyone alive has been watching. And here's the part that should make your stomach drop. It's still moving, right now. Plowing through the void while you stand there, looking at it. Stick around, because by the end of this, you'll discover why astronomers suspect this exact cosmic nightmare is actually happening right now, hiding completely in plain sight. We'll get there. First, do me a quick favor. Hit the like button and subscribe. It tells the algorithm you enjoy surviving space disasters. I frankly need the backup. Fasten your seatbelts. Let's roll. This black hole isn't sitting still like a giant cosmic drain. It's blasting through empty space at nearly 1,000 kilometers per second. When a heavy object moves that fast, it slams into the freezing gas drifting between stars. It compresses that gas exactly like a massive snowplow shoving wet snow into a wall. That squished gas heats up, then cools down in the wake directly behind the black hole. Once it hits the right temperature, gravity takes the wheel. Clumps collapse. Giant blue stars ignite. Now, I have two numbers for you. The runaway black hole itself weighs roughly 20 million times the mass of our sun. The new stars it leaves behind, they add up to roughly 100 million solar masses total, built up gradually over tens of millions of years. One number is the destroyer. The other is everything it accidentally built on its way out, including your brand new solar system. Here is where this gets uncomfortably personal. Every star in that giant blue streak, including yours, was born from the exact same batch of raw gas at the exact same moment. They are screaming newborns, practically twins. Our real sun is a totally different story. It is a fifth-generation star. Its raw material got chewed up and recycled through dying stars over and over. That recycling process is the only reason you have anything useful around you. It's why there is iron in your car engine, calcium in your bones, and gold in your junk drawer. So ask yourself, if your new blue sun skipped all that recycling, did your planet get enough heavy elements to build something like you? Well, probably not. Your version of Earth is most likely just a giant wet rock, a deep, sterile ocean, and a whole bunch of nothing else. No bones to support you. No heavy metals to build cities or spaceships, a planet that looks completely like home from a distance, but entirely lacks the fundamental chemical ingredients to make anything human. Hold that depressing thought, because it gets worse before it gets better. So where did this runaway supermassive black hole even come from? Let's walk the cosmic crime scene. Billions of light years away sits the small galaxy this black hole used to call home. It wasn't always one galaxy. It used to be two, until they smashed together in a brutal gas-soaked collision and fed each other's black holes in the process. At first, scientists thought 3 massive black holes got tangled, and one got flung out like a slingshot. Dramatic, but the math didn't hold up. If 3 black holes wrestle, the smallest one gets tossed. But this runaway black hole is the biggest one that ever existed in that galactic system, which leaves one logical explanation. 2 supermassive black holes merged, roughly 70 million years ago. And the merger was incredibly messy. One completely outweighed the other by up to 6 times, spinning fast and hard. That extreme mass imbalance turns a standard merger into a loaded shotgun. They slammed together, and the lopsided gravitational wave recoil kicked the newly merged monster straight out the front door. Escape velocity achieved. No do-overs, no coming back. Once it crossed that threshold, it was gone for good. Bye-bye. Picture living under that blazing neon sky every single night, generation after generation, never knowing the terrifying math we just covered. You can't see the black hole itself. It's black. That's the whole point. But you can clearly see everything it's doing. A 200,000 light-year trail of lies painted across your sky in real time by something you'll never actually lay eyes on. If you were an ancient civilization down there with 0 telescopes, what would you call that? Not a supermassive black hole undergoing gravitational recoil. Technobabble doesn't make good campfire stories. You'd call it a creator. Something that builds entire worlds as it walks away and never looks back. And here's the part that would wreck their entire belief system. That creator isn't getting closer. It's leaving, permanently. Hauling out of town at 954 kilometers per second, and it's been leaving for 70 million years before anyone down there built a telescope to notice. Try building an entire religion around a creator that is measurably, undeniably walking out the door. Buzzkill. But let's get real. Living right next door to a massive stellar nursery isn't comfortable. Young blue stars are flaming infants throwing endless nuclear tantrums. They blast out way more blistering ultraviolet radiation than a calm, middle-aged star like our sun ever would. It is a lethal physical force. It can strip a planet's atmosphere completely off the surface like a commercial pressure washer aimed at a wet paper towel. Ouch. So your hypothetical Earth isn't just sitting quietly under a strange sky, it's smack dab in the middle of a terrible neighborhood packed with newborn stars, all flaring at exactly the same time, all way too close for comfort. Best case scenario, a freakishly massive atmosphere and a brutally strong magnetic field hold the line. You get a vicious sunburn, but you live. Worst case, bare rock, microwaved and radiation blasted into oblivion. A planet with exactly one job, which was to hold onto its air, and it totally failed. Think you could handle that? I complain when it hits 80 degrees outside. To add insult to injury, that's all assuming the runaway black hole itself never loops back around to finish the job. Here is the uncomfortable twist. None of this is just a fun thought experiment. It might already be happening right now, and we might be completely missing it. There is a massive galaxy cluster out there called Abell 2261. It is supposed to be home to one of the biggest black holes in the entire observable universe. We're talking somewhere between 3 billion and 100 billion solar masses. A true monster. Except when astronomers pointed their instruments at the exact center of that galaxy, they found nothing. It's gone. Not a single trace left. Scientists think it took the exact same violent gravitational kick we just walked through. It simply vanished into the freezing void of intergalactic space in the deep past. Galaxy mergers happen constantly throughout the history of the universe, which means this runaway event isn't some rare freak accident. This might be completely normal. The real question isn't whether a rogue black hole could give birth to a solar system. The question is, how many black holes are out there right now? Silently running in the dark, and silently building massive trails of stars that no telescope has pointed at yet. We have officially confirmed one. There could be thousands more we simply haven't bumped into yet. Think about it, a black hole that destroys nothing and builds everything. A creator that's leaving forever, a tiny wet planet that might only exist because something ridiculously violent happened millions of years ago and never bothered to look back. Turns out the thin line between creation and destruction is a lot blurrier than anyone wants to admit. Euclid has already been scanning the deep sky for years, and Roman, NASA's newest space telescope, is set to launch in just a couple months, hunting for exactly these kinds of ghost streaks. Machine learning is going to spot them in a jiff, vastly faster than any tired human brain ever could. Which means the next runaway black hole we find might not take 50 painful years to confirm. It might take 5. And when we find the next one, we're going to have to stop and ask a much bigger question. How many creators are out there, quietly walking away from the worlds they built? That's next. If you want to survive whatever cosmic disaster we throw at you next, hit subscribe and leave a like. The universe has laws. COSO Science just likes asking, what if it didn't? Catch you on the next one.